Hello, hi. This is Han-Jun from Active Circuitry. Um, I'm the CTO of Active Circuitry. That is a cybersecurity firm. We provide cybersecurity, law enforcement grade cybersecurity solutions to our customers. And now is the podcast that is let's just wait for a while. Something that just okay. So back online, we're still very new to all these setups. So we're still very new to all this setup, very new to this podcasting, and somehow it's a little bit different from the usual podcasting. This is like the live version, and it's a little bit difficult for someone like me because I've never really done live podcasting before. But the main idea about this is for all of us to get together so that we can get to know one another and just chill out for about 1 hour to about 1.5 hours. The first time I did this podcast, it was like about we went on to it ran for about 3 hours. So we have decided to cut short to make it about 1 hour. I think that's fine. Maybe 1.5 hour, depending on the content. So what we'll be doing is just be chit chatting about the latest news regarding technology and how maybe it can affect parenting because technology affects a lot of the parenting decisions, and it affects a lot of things that is surrounding your children. So we thought, why not just talk about this? It is going to be, I hope it's going to be interesting. Let's just spend some time together, about 1.5 hours together. So let's just see what. So we have some we have curated some news that I would like to go through with you. Let me just share the screen on what we have curated. Okay, so this is the first article of the day to wind down with, and this is from Security Affairs. And the title of this article, this seems to be like, oh, this is a cybersecurity incident from Taiwan, and it seems like there's some high-speed rail emergency braking hack. So basically, a student decided to hack and managed to hack the high-speed rail and cause an emergency. And apparently, he has exposed a major security gap. Let's just see what happened. Right. So it's a 23-year-old student, and what he did was he spoofed signals and triggered an emergency alarm. Oh no. Stopping 4 trains for nearly an hour. So it's a high-speed rail. It was disrupted. It's very dangerous because you never know when you play around with this kind of hacking actions. It might result in the deaths of many people. So this happened during this Qingming festival holiday, and this is actually from what I know, this is a very important holiday for the Chinese, especially those from Taiwan. I think it's very important for the Chinese in Singapore and Hong Kong as well, especially Hong Kong. They pay a lot of attention to this kind of stuff. Right, let's just go through what the article is saying. So it happened during the Qingming festival. I don't know. I don't exactly know when was this, but it seems like this was reported just a few days ago, just 6 days ago, and several trains suddenly came to an unexpected halt, came to stop. Four, they say they reported 4 of them, and the experts initially investigated a technical glitch, but soon discovered the incident was caused by a cyber intrusion carried out by a 23-year-old university student. Well, I can imagine that, at that age, you really want to try out some technical stuff like this kind of hacks. I used to try out a lot of hacks when I was in high school, secondary school, and I thought it was fun. It's fun, but you need to know your limits. Don't fool around with public utilities. Don't fool around with all these kind of services that are serving so many people, because you never know that who is going to get injured, or maybe you might cause some major catastrophe resulting in many deaths. It's so serious. And 23 year old is not exactly that young anymore, so you're supposed to be able to think properly. But at an age, this is so this can be just want to prove that he is very clever. I don't know whether is it a he or is it a she. The Ministry of Transport and Communication yesterday pledged to submit a report on ways to harden the communication security of railway systems after a university hacked into Taiwan's high-speed rail corps radio communication system and disrupted operations of four high-speed rail trains last month. This was reported by the Taipei Times. So the investigation by the police and prosecutor found that the university student and radio enthusiast, surnamed Ling, first used the software-defined radio filter to analyze THSRC signal. THSRC stands for Taiwan High Speed Rail Corps. So it's analyzing the railway signal, downloaded the data to a computer, cracked the parameters, and then programmed the codes into his radio devices. So that's how he did it. First, he analyzed the code. And he downloaded the code into his computer to further understand and maybe to duplicate the signal. So the important thing is you need to secure the signal so that it is not so easily available and accessible by users, by public users. It's so dangerous. So he downloaded the data to a computer, cracked the parameters, and then programmed the codes into his radio device. Authorities revealed that the student, identified by only his surname, Ling, used radio equipment and software tools bought online. Right? Radio equipment and software tools. There's a lot of this kind of equipment that is available from USA that can be used to intercept signals. And even if you cannot buy it, it's so easy to assemble this kind of tools. And it's so easy to build the software to intercept and imitate the communication signals. That's why, this kind of student, especially when he is studying tech, is able to make use of all these things to do a lot of things. But the thing is, he should be able to use his knowledge for the better good, the greater good for people, for the public, not to harm other people. So what he did, he bought online to imitate the communication signals used inside the Taiwan high-speed rail, and by doing so, he triggered a general emergency alarm, forcing train operators to stop 4 trains, disrupting services for nearly an hour, delaying hundreds of passengers heading home from holiday. This is madness. Why would you even think of doing this kind of thing? Was he thinking that he wanted to impress the authorities? There's no way you are going to escape from this kind of hack, because the signal that you are hacking into, it can easily be reversed and traced back to who exactly used this kind of hack. It could be that maybe he made a bet with his friends, or maybe he wanted to impress some girls, or It can't be like he's seeking a job at the Taiwan rails and he's trying to prove to them that he can do certain things. This is Taiwan, this is not US. High speed rail radio system easily hacked. So that's what this picture is about. It says that at around on the 4th of May, at about 11:23, an alert was received. So the Operation Control Center reported that four trains were on the line, and the four trains were on the line when they performed this emergency manual braking. Then at 11:43, that is 20 minutes later, the service resumed, and after inspection, found no safety issues. So the service resumed, and the total train delay came to about 48 minutes. Then on the next day, 6th of it's 6th of April, 5th of April, okay? 5th of this incident happened on the 5th of April, and the next day, that is the 6th of April, at about 2 a.m., the high-speed rail alerted the police, and the investigator found the equipment that had not been assigned for duty, and the registered holder was on leave, raising suspicion. They found the equipment that had not been assigned for duty. It means that it means that certain equipment are being used for duty on certain timing. After that, it will be assigned for rest and repair. Then they will actually rotate the equipment, okay? And the registered holder was on leave, meaning that the person who was actually in charge of that equipment was on leave. So 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 he wasn't the one who activated the equipment. Then by 2 p.m., the police make arrests by tracing the signals related to the radio base stations, and the police identified suspect link. So three key questions still need clarification. Where did the equipment come from? The Taiwan police actually seized 11 handheld radios, and the suspect said that many were purchased online. And where did the parameters come from? The suspect claimed that the data come from scanning inside the station, so he managed to go inside the station, scan the codes, the frequencies, and everything. Then investigator later found that an accomplice had provided the parameters. So there's an accomplice, and it could be working in the company as well. But how would the seven verification steps bypass? So the suspect remotely accessed the system, suggesting the unlocking procedure may have been cracked. So they bypass it by so there's a verification system, but they bypass it by accessing it remotely, and so it was already cracked before they accessed the system. So because of this incident, there were several forms of radio violations by using radio equipment not certified by the NCC. Maybe that's the Communication Authority of Taiwan. There's unlicensed operation. They don't have the license to operate it. And using an amateur radio license for commercial activities. Switching to railway, police, fire, public transport frequency, and pressing the transmit button. This is so dangerous. This means that, a lot of they claim the investigation revealed that actually the verification process were already unlocked before they access it. It means that it was already broken. This means that there were no audits on this thing, because if there are yearly audit on the frequency verification process, they would have picked up on this, and they would have rectified this issue, which might have prevented this incident. But luckily that this incident did not cause any death or injuries. But let's further find out more from this article to find out what exactly happened. So the radio communication system used by TH THSR for nearly 2 decades, and before transmitting anything, Ling reportedly intercepted and decoded the system parameters using software-defined radios. So he analyzed things, he reprogrammed the parameters into handheld radio to impersonate legitimate THSR beacons. This would have been so much worse if the airport signal were intercepted and they used the radio to impersonate the tower the tower controls uh, parameters. Using these clone signals, he sent a high priority general alarm message, and this alarm was later treated as a potential life or death alert. So the trains in the affected zone must immediately switch to manual emergency stop mode, and this caused three trains to stop instantly, and the fourth received the same instruction shortly after. So all this incident caused a total disruption of about 48 minutes. So okay, so it's not as bad as it sounds, as it reported. So these trains, they did not crash, they did not stop in a way that caused injuries and death. So it was just an emergency brake that caused the train to stop for safety. So local report highlighted that the same system parameters had been used for 19 years and were never rotated. This means that you know these train operators, they did not audit the system, they did not change the equipment according to schedule, which resulted in all this. It has been used for 19 years and it was never rotated, and this means that once Link decoded the information, nothing prevented him from reusing it without detection. So they say that he received help from a 21-year-old acquaintance. That is why they say that he had an accomplice, and this accomplice provided some technical details that are needed for the intrusion. Then, when they realized that the alarm did not match any assigned radio device, they checked through the equipment because each equipment has an assigned radio signal. So they realized that it did not come from any of the equipment that they have, and determined that it came from an unauthorized source, which is why they quickly alerted the police the next day and examined the station's CCTV and radio network logs. See, these logs are very important for any kinds of security breach. Let me just share with you what happened. Like, about a month plus, we were working with an education company, and we caught, based on the log, based on the audit of the log, we managed to discover somebody who discover somebody who actually hacked into one of the administrators main account and used that administrator's account to give high authority access to another account. So he managed to hack that account, and he set up an separate account, gave it strong authority so that they can so that they have that account has the administrative right. So they did this, then they quietly stay in the system for quite some time. It was about a month ago, and they stayed in the system for quite some time. And when we went through the security logs, discovered that we managed to discover that one of the account was accidentally given administrative right. But the thing is, there was so many account creation during that period because so many students sign up, so many teachers sign up. So what happened was that the malicious actor, they tried to mask this event. So what we did is we actually work with the web hosting company. So we have already, we are working with this education company, and we have already identified this account that breached the security access, and we traced it all the way to USA. But the problem is, um, we traced it to USA, but it was actually he was hiding behind another hosting server. So I won't comment too much on that. but we traced it to another school in USA, and they were making use of the server in that school in USA to hack into this education company, giving administrative rights to themselves in order to install malicious software. And what we did is we managed to identify the malicious software that this malicious actor tried to already install on the system. And the problem is all these activities were hidden because there were so many activities. You know, you got installations, you got lock-ons, you got lock-ins, and you have so many things. But what alerted us to this event was because this account that was compromised, usually this account was logged on from the country where the owner was situated. But within 1 hour, this same account was logged on by another person from USA. So it can't be that, you know, the owner flew to USA from his location within 1 hour. They need about 7 hours flight in order to reach from that location, the owner's location, to USA, that part of USA. Um, and that's why it alerted us. They log on from a different IP address. Then we discovered it, and we quickly shut down everything. We created a security parameter around this compromised account, and just waited. We waited for we waited for the newly created account to do something, right? So this newly created account has administrative right. They can do anything to this education company. And what happened was that he installed a backdoor a backdoor program on the education company's website. And this education company's website is not simple. It is based on a very complex IT infrastructure that supports many teachers and many students in that part of the world. So we quickly identified. So because we have already secure the security parameter on this newly created account, and also we did some security measures to mitigate the risk for the compromised account. So we were able to observe the malicious actors' movement and actions in real time. So we were observing all this, and he or she installed a malicious software on the system that actually enables them to achieve a backdoor to the system and many other things. They were able to observe the events of the system. They were able to retrieve logs from the system, all without and all these events were happening without bypassing the security logs from the original system. So I would say that it was a very good software. But the main thing is that we discovered later, we investigated, and we discovered that why that account was compromised was because the administrator for that particular account kept using the same password for all of his accounts. Okay. And the hackers, they have already latched onto him for quite some time. They were observing him, and one of his account got compromised on the dark web, which later that compromised account, that particular password, was used to further compromise all of the account, including the company that he owned. So we investigated this, and we quickly removed the software, and we also investigated the software coding of that particular malicious application in order to understand how it has changed the software of the IT infrastructure of the company. So luckily, it wasn't they didn't change anything. So a normal reversal, a system reset, managed to clear the company of any malicious codes that might be lingering within the system. So we cleared that out. Then what we did is we also worked with the company's hosting company, and we reported this incident, and we we still have the security parameter on that particular account, and we're still observing. And in fact, he using that account, he tried to create several other accounts as well in order to diversify his administrative rights. So we were observing all this, but uh, I guess he was also very smart. Suddenly he knew that he discovered that he was being watched, and he decided to lie low. So what happened right now is those accounts are still under security perimeter, and we are still observing those accounts. We did not remove them. We're still observing them. And on top of that, we have set up several traps around the security perimeter, a lot of traps. So if anytime he decides to move, he will alert, he will trigger one of the trap, and he will send an alert to us, and we'll know his next move. So this is very scary. It's very scary. Don't fool around with malicious actors. Don't fool around with hackers. They have very good technical skills that can compromise your system. They have very good social engineering skills. So don't fool around with these hackers, and always change your password. Keep your data safe. Don't click on malicious link. It's so dangerous to click on malicious link. That is why, sometimes there are some people who like to open up PDFs. These hackers, they like to draft important emails, fraud emails on, and then send to their victims, hoping that they'll click on the links. But now what they're doing is they draft the email, and they will attach a PDF. So that PDF could be a receipt, or it could be, they say that it could be sensitive information, official documents. So when it's presented to you in an email, it may not be able to trap the person, the victim. But if you present it in a PDF format, it appears to be more official, and that is why it might attract users to open up the PDF to further attract them into the trap, and to entice them to click on the links within the PDF. That is why, and in on top of that, these hackers and malicious actors, they are masters of human behavior. So how they design the malicious link on the PDF document is in a way that when you scroll the PDF on your smartphone, you there's a high chance that you might accidentally click on the malicious link. So they design it in such a way that you don't have to really click on it, but just the act of scrolling happens to activate it. So in order to protect yourself from this, what you should do is you should download this TNM privacy PDF viewer. This is one of the solutions from Active Circuitry. This is one of our cybersecurity solution. And what it does is that when you view PDF on this TNM privacy viewer, there's a save mode button that you can press, and when pressed, it will analyze the PDF so that it analyze and protect you from malicious link. So this is a very powerful program that is very useful for people who are non-technical, or people who just want to stay safe with their PDF. So you can download it and start using it for free by scanning the code below. This code will bring you to the Google Play website, where you can start downloading and start using this program, this solution, cybersecurity solution, for free. And another thing that I want to tell you about what's happening right now is, there are some PDF viewers out there that has telemetry. So what happens is that if you use this kind of PDF viewer to look at your document, so what happens is that if you use the program to look at your document, it will send your content to their server. Okay, so whenever you open your content with that PDF viewer, it will send the content to that server for many purposes. It could be that they are using it to train the artificial intelligence systems, because now they are using different kinds of ways to train artificial intelligence system. I wish I can just surface everything up to you, but this podcast is too short. It's like, we are left with half an hour. Anyway, you must be careful of all this PDF viewer. Then on top of that, they might just it might just be installed a PDF viewer from a malicious actor that just wants to steal your content, and after that they will use it to create a scam or fraud against you. So download this PNM PDF viewer and you can start using it to protect yourself. It's very safe. It has no telemetry, so it means that no information ever leaves your PDF viewer to an external server. And in addition to that, there's a safe mode that protects you from malicious links. So once the THSR staff realized that the alarm did not match any assigned radio device, they checked the equipment and concluded that the signal must have come from an unauthorized source. They contacted police, who examined station CCTV and radio network logs. Okay, so the logs are very important. You can discover so many things from the logs, and you must have sufficient logs to do your investigations. Then these tracers eventually led investigators to Link's residences, where they recovered 11 handheld radios, an SDR receiver, and a laptop that was used for the attack. So these are the equipment that the hacker used. Right. So can you? Just want to show you what? Yeah. I hope you can see. So this is basically the equipment that the hacker used, the SDR equipment and the radio devices. Have a good look. This is the first time that we are streaming this onto smartphone. We have never streamed on smartphone before. We've always streamed to devices like television, laptops, and so on. But now we have decided that we are going to focus on providing this streaming services, this podcast to users of smartphones. So I hope I hope you can see properly. These are the equipments that are used by the hackers. Okay, violated several laws, sparked a broader debate in Taiwan. Politicians and cybersecurity experts question how a national high-speed rail system carrying more than 80 million passengers a year could be compromised using consumer-grade hardware. Why? Let me explain to you why. Because they've been using the same equipment for 19 years without renewing the equipment. They're basically sitting on landmine. Then in addition to change it, that is why it's outdated, and that is why their rail system got hacked. In fact, okay, they say that Link intended to act as a prank, but in fact, this could be a blessing in disguise. Luckily, nobody got hurt during this hack, this security breach. 4 trains got hacked. Luckily, they came to an emergency stop and there was no death and no injuries. So even long trusted systems must be updated and continuously tested, otherwise critical infrastructure remains exposed not only to hostile actors but to anyone curious enough to experiment. Okay, so this is the first thing that we have. And what's your thought about it? You can pen your comments and your question on the social media site that you're viewing this on. We're streaming to over 20 social media platforms, and we'd like to hear your thought on this incident. Then now, okay, so this is a video of, seems like a drone. Let's watch the video and see what it is about. Now let me see if I can switch to a view that is better for you. Okay, let's see. Is this better? Is this better? It seems like this is the best. Okay, let's try this out. Let's try this out, okay? This seems to be the best for you. What the hell? Alright. Let's just play the video and see what is this video about. Oh, so this is a drone from China, and this drone apparently is a very powerful drone, even though the propellers are very small, but it's able to carry a very heavy machine gun. And usually when people those who are dealing with drones, they will know that actually the payload of a drone is something that is very highly unmanageable. So this apparently is a drone that has very small propellers and yet is able to carry a very powerful looking weapon. And this seems to be coordinating with this tank that is providing laser guided services to the drone. This tank apparently helps to identify the target. So what it does is that the tank actually aims a laser at the target, and then when the tank aims a laser at the target, the drone will fly toward the target and shoot at the target. And this is a very highly powered drone. If you are into drones, you will know that the creation of this kind of drone is very difficult because of the payload issue. Normally, for drones like this, carrying such a heavy and powerful weapon, you will need a very big propeller in order to carry this kind of heavy weapon. So this is the latest development from China. Just show you one more time with the sound so that you can hear for yourself. Oh, okay. So there was a bit of misunderstanding. So so what happened was that, okay, so this drone is a very powerful drone, okay, that's accurate and is able to carry a very heavy payload. So this means that they have the technology to propel heavy machine guns, highly powered machine gun. But the main purpose of this video is not to talk about this drone. It could be that they're highlighting that they can deal with this kind of highly powered drone, but they are also showcasing that their tanks have lasers that can hit the drone. So it doesn't just interferes with the signal of the drone, because now it used to be that you have to interfere with the signal of the drone to intercept the drone. But now, because drones are increasingly being managed by artificial intelligence that is embedded on the system itself, it doesn't need any signal. It's going to assess the terrain on the spot instantly using the artificial intelligence system. That is why they are not using the disruptor. They are using a laser gun to shoot down the drone. So the laser gun is able to shoot down the drone. But they never say what is the distance of this laser gun, but they do possess laser gun capability. Okay, so this is the first video that we have went through. What do you think about it? Pen it down on your comments and question on the social media site that you are viewing this content on. We are streaming this to over 20 plus social media platform. Now the other one is this. I just want to reshare it again, but this time I want to share it with the sound, so they can hear for yourself what's happening.
如果把这些东西都带在小朋友们的脑袋上面，希望他高考多考20分。在学习过程中，我妈给他带着一个脑机接口，你在做作业一走神，他手机就能叫起来。孩子的。
Sorry, I need to reorganize it so that you can view the video. this is the best way. All right. So let's watch the video once again. Okay, so this is the video. I want to listen to what they say.
如果把这些东西都带在小朋友们的脑袋上面，希望他高考多考20分。在学习过程中，我妈给他带着一个脑机接口，你在做作业，一走神，他手机就能叫起来。孩子的自主性在哪里？关键问题对孩子已经说，尽量享受的是非人待遇，他连开小差的权利都给剥夺了。这样导致一个社会问题是很大的，不仅是儿童，大学生下次上课脑袋都带着一个自动的记录统计，你走神时间多少时间，那最后就你平时的成绩高和低就会受到限制。那么这样的我们人是什么？对老师进行考核，就是说老师在课堂上走了多少步，这些问题都变成一个数据。你甭看着的所谓的就伤害很小，其实。
Wow, this is a very new development. So what they're trying to say is that, what they're trying to say is that the children, some of the children in China, they are actually wearing this attention band on their head, and it will actually track whether or not the child is paying attention in class or paying attention when doing homework. And if the children is not paying attention, this band will actually send a signal to the mother, informing her that the child is not paying attention in her studies. So this is what this professor is saying, that this professor is from Beijing University in China, and what he is saying is that this device is being used by a lot of parents to help the children to improve their grades, because by helping the children to focus on their studies, they can hopefully improve their grade. So this is happening in China, and in addition to that, the bands are being worn by teachers as well, so that they can track how many steps the teachers have taken when he or she teaches in a class. I don't know why they need to use that, but this is very strange, because why do you need to resort to this kind of methods to help the children to learn? Because sometimes, like for me, sometimes when I study, it's okay for me to focus for about 15 to 30 minutes. Then maybe my focus will wander for about 5 minutes or so. Then I'll just go back to study. So if I were to wear this band, then most probably it will send a signal to my mom or to my dad, and then they have to rush in and take the cane. Yeah, they used to use the cane. Okay, so now parents don't do that, come in and inform the child to go back to study. But sometimes I feel that they have to take a rest every 15 to 30 minutes. Even when I'm doing coding, even when I'm doing programming, I can only focus about 30 to 45 minutes at best. Then after that, I have to let my mind wander for about 5 minutes before I continue with the work. So this is the way attention management has to be. You can't be like the professor was saying that the tiger mom in China wants the child to fully focus on the studies. This is atrocious.
它对于一个人格的冲击，对于心理的影响，难道不是伤害吗？
It's too much. Now on to this video. Let's see what this video is about. Okay, so this is actually the drone launcher, and what they're saying is that this drone launcher, they have this drone launcher, and it's going to launch into high speed, into very high altitude. But the thing is that if you notice, some of the images, some of the video footages are actually artificial intelligence. So he is trying to say that just a single person is able to manage a lot of drone with his laptop. This looks like artificial intelligence. All this artificial. So what they're trying to say is just that they can launch many drones at the same time using all this kind of propulsion that causes the drone to fly at high speed, at high altitude. That means that they can escape detection, escape, repel. And what happens is that these drones is just operated. There's hundreds of drones, and it's being operated by one person using a laptop. These are all artificial intelligence generated, so it's not real. But the first part seems to be quite real. This looks reasonable, and with artificial intelligence software, these could be easily managed by one person using a laptop. Let's hear what's the narration about. There is basically no narration to this video. It's basically a lot of background music that induces fear in the viewer. Is telling you that they have the capability to manage hundreds of drones that can fly at high altitude and high speed, and all they have to do is they just need to have one person with a laptop to manage all this drone for massive destruction. So that is what they're trying to tell you. But the thing is, the massive destruction part is all AI generated, but the first part is real. So this is how drone warfare is going to change in the future, and this is not in the future. This is now, right now. Means that one person is not going to manage just one drone. A lot of countries, they have one person managing one drone. Now you have one person managing. In Chinese, they're saying that one person can manage 96 drones. 96, so round out to be about 100. So one person can manage 100 drones with a laptop. So that's the thing. That's the thing about it. What else? Let's see if there's any interesting things. Nope. Let's go on to the next one. Okay, so this is an article from RIA University, which is the official newsletter from Russia, and this is actually informing that there will be a new messenger software for Russian users, and in this new software, this is the software, they will be able to use this software to access live broadcasts and streams like the one that you're viewing right now. So I guess this is the latest software that is being launched in Russia right now. So they are going to have their own messaging software, which is very alike to WhatsApp. Well, I would say that this is even better than WhatsApp, because on WhatsApp you don't have access to live streams and live broadcasts. But I would say that this is a little bit like Telegram, this Mac software. Let's see what it says. So this summer, so the orders of the channels in Max, this new software, they will have access to live broadcasts and streams in chats and channels. And the launch of the advanced analytics and settings for channel, as well as promotion tools, is planned for the fall. So it means that first they are going to launch live broadcasts and stream in the chat and channels within Max itself, so people can make use of Max to do live streaming. Then in addition to that, the developer for Max is going to create analytical tools for users of the channel to track the performances of their live broadcasts and their streams. Then in addition to that, he has also designed parameters for the users to do promotion in order to promote their live broadcast and streaming. So it's a very new software. It's like Telegram. It's like many of the other social media platform that is being used in USA right now. And the important thing is that instead of relying on the solutions that are provided by USA, they are now developing their own solution, which is good because they're gaining independence from other people. And it's very interesting, but because if you look at this article, right, you can read this particular news in either Zen or Max or Telegram. So Max is going to be the up and coming messaging software in Russia. So he was saying this, the CEO was saying this in an interview with RIA Novosti. So in addition to comments and stories, this summer the orders will have access to live broadcasts and stream directly in chats and channel. And now this opportunity is implemented through integration with VK Video. So for those of you who don't know, VK Video is the Russian alternative to YouTube. Uh, so it's the Russian alternative to YouTube. Actually, there's a platform called VK, so it's something like Facebook, but I think VK Video should be something similar to YouTube, and so this means that they will be using VK Video to host the videos and the streaming, and it will be integrated with Max, so that the live streaming can be provided to Max users. And the head of Max added that the national messenger has prioritized the launch of advanced analytics and settings for channel, as well as promotion tools. I'm very excited about this launch of the new features by Max. I used to use VK. It's a very good channel, and it's a very good platform. And a lot of people like to do live streaming on VK. From my using VK, I realized that a lot of people like to do live streaming on VK, and it's very interesting because in the on the VK platform for the Russians, apparently a lot of people like to do live streaming, and there's a lot of older folks, older people, elderly people who are doing live streaming, and they are providing things like career guidance and life experience guidance. They're doing so many of this kind of thing. Some of them do it for free. Some of them like act like a life coach. So it's a very interesting platform where the older folks, they provide all these kind of services on their VK platform. So VK is like Facebook. You will have a VK account similar to having a Facebook account. But the thing is that USA people, Americans, they don't use VK. Many of them have never heard of VK before. VK is actually very big in the Slavic region. Facebook is very big in the US region. So now this Max is like equivalent of X, like Twitter X. So Max is like Twitter X. But of course now it has live streaming function, which is very good. It's very exciting because it could be an opportunity for non-Russian people like me to connect with our Russian friends through this live streaming on VK. And now they have advanced analytics, which is very good as well. And they say that they even have promotion tools, which is in line with a lot of companies' marketing plan. It's very exciting. I can't wait to see this functionality during fall. And VK launched the beta version of Max digital platform in March last year. And through it, users, they can communicate in the messenger, they can make calls, they can send voice messages and files. So this is exactly like X. And this application is available on App Store, Roo Store, and Google Play Store. Roo Store is the Russian store, Ruski. So this is, but the thing about this Max is that it can send voice messages just like X. It can make calls just like X. It can communicate in Messenger just like X as well. But I don't think that X can send files. I'm not so sure about it. Do you know about it? If you know, do comment on the social media platform that you are viewing this content on. please leave your questions and your content and your comments on the social media site that you're viewing this content on. We are transmitting this stream to over 20 over platforms around the world, and through this, we hope to connect with uh, users of cybersecurity solutions, parents, and so on. Anybody who's interested in cybersecurity, we want to connect with you. So that's basically what we have for today, the curated news that we have for today. And I kind of like it because now there is some interaction. It's not just about reading news, and it's about sharing of videos as well. And we started at about 10:45, and now it's about 11:45, which is I'm very pleased with it because during the first few airing of this podcast, we spoke for about 3 hours non-stop, and I frankly feel that 3 hours non-stop is actually very tiring for someone to be hosting a podcast. And because of this, right, I tried to do some research on how to host a podcast because I'm very new to this, and we're slowly refining the things that we are doing. And if you have any comments about how we are doing things, do leave a comment on the social media platform that you're viewing this content on. We would like to hear your thoughts about it because the first time we aired this podcast, it was about 3 hours, more than 3 hours, and we were like talking nonstop for 3 hours on various kind of topics. It's not that we have run out of topics, but it's just that the first few runs of 3 hours of talking is more like just rambling nonstop. And what we really want is a very curated experience for our users, for our listeners. So the first thing is that, which is why we have introduced news articles, especially curated news articles. And at first, we started with news articles that, we try to read out some parts of the article, and then we try to connect with our listener through all these articles and through the commentaries. So now we have changed things up a little bit, and we have made it in a way that we'll be going through the videos, like the different videos that is happening around the world, but it has to be interesting, of course. Then we'll be going through the videos with you, and we'll be going through the news article with you. But the thing is that the special thing about this is that for myself, I have never seen these curated videos beforehand. I've never read the news articles beforehand. So what you see right now is my real expression, my real feeling about what I'm seeing on the video and what I'm reading on the news article, because I am reading and viewing all this together with the viewers. So this is the current mode that we are operating on, and I guess that I am quite comfortable with this. Perhaps next time we might try something else, but for the moment, we are going to keep to this format. Then, in addition to that, we have decided to shorten the podcast, the live podcast, from 3 hours to 1 hour. Please leave a comment whether is this okay, or is it better for the host to talk at length for 3 hours so that the listeners can get to know the host, and also spend some time together. And one thing is to also tell you about the different products that we have. With so many products, and one thing is, yeah, we just keep talking and forgot to highlight what's happening now. Our wallpaper for May has already been launched, and you can start using the wallpaper for free. You can download the wallpaper from our website. So this is how you download the wallpaper. This is our ActiveGuard, the latest ActiveGuard wallpaper. So there's the laptop version, and there's also the phone version. All you have to do is to scan the QR code, and this will bring you to Active Secretary's website, where you can download either the laptop version or the mobile version to use on your mobile phone or on your laptop. Let me just let you see how it looks like. Okay, so this is the mobile version, the design for this month. It's black and it showcases the logo of Active Circuitry. Then in addition to that, you can see the two law enforcement officer. So is a very simple design. All the design of our wallpapers are designed to be very minimalist, and it's most of it will be dark, so that you can see your icons very easily. You can find your icon easily, and the color is designed in such a way that it makes your eyes comfortable. So this is the dark mode. So this is the design, this month's design, May's design. If you like it, you want to use it for your phone, go ahead and download it at our website. You can download it at this particular website, that is, scan this QR code. When you scan this QR code, it's going to bring you to Active Secretary's main website, where to this particular page where you can download the mobile wallpaper for free. Now let me just showcase to you what is the other wallpaper. Alright, so for this is the wallpaper for laptops, and it's also being done in a very minimalist kind of design. It's free, and you can start using this wallpaper for your laptop, for your desktop, but there's a bit of variation. So apart from the Active Secretary logo and the name of the company, there's a string, some taxes, and what it says is that law enforcement grade cybersecurity technology for everyone. So it basically summarizes what we offer as a company. Our range of product is quite a few products that our company is offering. So one of this product is the cybersecurity solution for a smartphone, that is for Active Guard. So if you can use this Active Guard to protect yourself through various methods. This is free to download, and you can start using it for free. Once you download it, you can start using it for free. There are many functions. There's antivirus. There is the advanced intrusion detection system. There's the microphone abuse monitor. There's the camera abuse monitor. There's the microphone abuse monitor. Then lastly, but not the least, there is the lock-in activity monitor. And even as a free user, you have access to a lot of these features that is law enforcement grade. So go ahead, download this on your phone and start protecting you and your loved ones for free. And if you like it, you can always subscribe, and it's very cheap. Per month is only $1.99 per month. And let's say if you decided to subscribe to the yearly plan, it's $22.99. And when you subscribe, you're connecting to our AI cybersecurity engine that actually processes more than 4 million signals. And in addition to that, it leverages 4 million signals. It's a very highly intelligent system. But in addition to that, this system is identifying more than 1,000 over threats every single day, and sometimes it can go beyond 1,000 threats. So within a month, sometimes we identify like 1,000 plus malwares, viruses, and new threats, to more than 100,000 over threats. So that the system is so intelligent. So I recommend that you subscribe to the yearly plan so that you can benefit from this product. And most important of all is none of your personal data will come to our server when you use this product, because we observe very strict privacy policy, and we respect the user's privacy and data. The only information that come from your personal phone when using our software is the identified malware, viruses, and threats. And if you don't like it coming to our server, all you have to do is to visit the settings tab and go into telemetry, turn off telemetry, and none of this data will come to us. It will stay on your phone. Remember that the purpose of designing this software is to protect your digital privacy and your digital footprint. It is not to invade your digital privacy, and we will never sell your data to third parties because we don't even have any of your data. So this is one of the product. Remember, just go download it. It's very easy to download. All you have to do is to visit Google Play, scan this QR code, visit Google Play, and you can start using it for free. If you like it, subscribe to the plan. Another product that I want to showcase is this PDF viewer. It has no telemetry. It means that none of the content that you're viewing on the PDF viewer is ever sent to external server for training of intelligence, artificial intelligence system. No, there's no telemetry. And in addition to that, there's a safe mode whereby if you press it, it will analyze the data and keep you safe from malicious link. Same thing, go to Google Play and download this software and start using it to view your official documents instead of using all those dubious PDF viewer that actually exposes you to malicious link and also takes your content away from your phone in order to train their AI system. Then lastly, this is our AC port scanner, also for Android phone. You can use this to scan your internet devices so that you can understand the weaknesses and the vulnerabilities of your internet system. It performs a very thorough scan, and you are able, this is enterprise grade, it's law enforcement grade. You are able to toggle the speed of the scan because sometimes you need to test the system. So you are able to you are able to toggle the speed in order to sometimes to test whether it can evade detection or not. And it will scan the ports, and in addition to that, it will generate a very thorough report telling you about the weaknesses and the vulnerabilities of every port within the system that you have scanned, and it will tell you exactly how to mitigate that particular port. So it's the same thing. Go to Google Play and download this software for free and start using it for free. Okay? Remember, also to download the wallpapers that we have. This is May's design. It's very nice. It's very beautifully designed. It's very comfortable on your eyes. Download and start using it on your mobile phones and wallpaper, or introduce to your friends to use it as well. It's very good, and I hope that we can present you with even more exciting design in the upcoming June design. Our designers are working on the June design, so watch out for it. We are going to host it and we're going to present it soon to you. The June Active Secretary's June design, and we'll showcase it once again. And you can download it for free and show it to your friends as well. Ask your friends to use it and so on. Thank you very much for your attention during this webinar and this podcast. Uh, it's very comfortable. 1 hour plus. It's about 1 hour 15 minutes. We didn't spend too much time. It's not like the first few time whereby we spend about 3 hours on a podcast. It's about 1 hour is good. And I hope to see you in the next episode. Thank you very much. And I hope to see you again. Bye.